What's up, everybody? It's Sojourning for Truth, and I wanted to come to y'all with this video. Let's get right into it. These are these issues. This is a migrant exposing video, and I wanted to show y'all this one. So it says, I feel like we're being used politically. Venezuelan nurse ends up in New York with migrant crisis. A lot of these migrants, they're complaining, and I'm gonna show you what can be done and what's going on in the other parts of the country, which we're not doing. Make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into this video.
Hubieron muchos peligros en la vía. Nos encontramos con violaciones a mujeres, sobre todo a mujeres. México fue el país más duro. Ahí nos quitaban el dinero. Nos quitaban el dinero, nos metían presos, hasta que cruzamos la frontera por Juárez.
So it says they took her money. It was a lot of rape and everything. She came from, off the Mexican border. It says Elva was working as a nurse in Venezuela until she said she could no longer make ends meet. She is currently receiving support from the Masbia Soup Kitchens Network in New York.
Por lo menos yo soy profesional de salud. Yo soy licenciada en enfermería con 23 años de profesión. Yo trabajaba para el gobierno en Venezuela, pero el sueldo para una profesional de salud decayó mucho. Era $6 mensuales, que no alcanzaba para nada.
So she said she was a nurse working for the Venezuela government, and she makes $6 a month there. Of course, the price of living is cheaper. I used to live in Panama, Central America. The price of living is way cheaper there. Let's keep that in mind.
Nos vimos en la necesidad de salir de nuestro país. Nos fuimos a Perú. Ahí estuvimos en Perú, pero la situación en Perú se empezó a poner mala cuando no querían darle papeles a los...
So she went to Peru and they didn't want to give her immigrant papers. I guess the way of life there was a little bit, not to her liking.
Migrante. Como profesional lo siento. Siento que somos usados políticamente. Claro que Estados Unidos quiere darle como apoyo a los venezolanos, porque Estados Unidos sabe la situación que tiene actualmente nuestro país con este presidente Maduro.
So she said she feels like she's being used politically, especially something with the Venezuelan president and United States.
Y de verdad, en Venezuela no se puede vivir, no se puede.
But she's saying Venezuela is not livable. However, I've seen videos where it looked, pretty much kind of like Panama. You have your street markets and things like that. So I'm not really sure. Maybe the area she lived in, I'm not sure. I have to investigate that maybe about the way of life in Venezuela. That may be the next video I research.
De comer. Y los Estados Unidos saben eso. Por eso es que ahorita la prioridad somos los venezolanos. Y sí, nos han ayudado desde que llegamos aquí. Por lo menos tenemos un techo donde dormir. No estamos en la calle. Ahorita la única queja es la comida, pero bueno, es la ayuda que nos dan.
So they always complain about the food. One thing I want to say, she said she had shelter, this and that. With the hurricane going on, our American citizens don't have food, water, shelter. And these people come over here, get the red carpet rolled out for them, and they complain about food. When I know in Venezuela, they were eating dogs. That's why I had to leave Panama. I was there 6 months, and you usually can just do like a 3-day stay out and come back, but they changed it to 30 days because Venezuelans was coming over and things like that. This was around the time when everything was collapsing in Venezuela, and I know that they were eating animals and things like that, the dogs. back in 2017. So 2016, 2017, that's when I stayed there. So let's continue on.
Hay que darle gracias a Dios por eso. El problema es el idioma también, el permiso.
She says the language is a problem. Well, learn the language. If you want to live here, learn our language, learn our culture, getting a work permit as well. So again, when I lived in Panama, I didn't know Spanish, but I still used my cell phone. I tried to learn the language as much as possible. To me, Spanish is hard because I can't roll my tongue as an American. But these are things they're complaining about. But you're not living in the same, type of ways that y'all are living in. Let's continue on before I go into my rant because I'm really pissed off about this whole migrant thing. This is my number one issue because I don't feel safe in America. And I'm going to tell y'all why.
Permiso de trabajo, se nos hace difícil. Por lo menos yo como profesional de enfermería no la puedo ejercer aquí hasta que yo no.
So she's just here. She's a registered nurse, but she don't have papers. So she really, what's the point of you really being here? You can't do your nursing. I mean, you look like you're working. I don't even know what you're doing. Like at this point, I don't know if you're working. I don't know because you don't have papers, but you're here and complaining about the food. Let's continue on.
No tenga mis papeles.
So it says, as of October 2022, more than 7.1 million Venezuelan refugees and migrants have left their home country. Well, we know it's more than that now. So this video... fleeing from poverty, violence, and relocating around the world. And that's fine, but now you're giving all your money to these migrants, these illegal immigrants, and our people are suffering. I don't concur. I don't agree. I don't like it. And something needs to be done. Let's continue. Because again, political. All of these things are political. People think that America is just like this, great country. If you leave out of America and go somewhere else, you will really see the difference and your eyes will be open for real. This is a great country that has been turned to a piece of crap for real because we've let so many people in that are not documented, that are criminals and different things like that. Now, it's sad for this lady with her child, but a lot of these migrants are coming over. They don't have children. They don't have families. They're coming over, like we saw, the Venezuelan gangs. So she left her country that was dangerous, and they came over here. So, lady, how are you any safer? Because the Venezuelan gangs are over here too. But let's continue on.
Siento una gran tristeza por mí, porque digo que estudié tanto, me hice una profesional.
So she's saying that why did she become a professional? Pretty much her nursing degree, she feel like it's going to waste, which I don't believe. So if she could get her papers and everything, I've seen other migrants that are from China, different places that are here in New York. They are nurses. She could be a companion. She can still do something. She'll make more than $6 a month being a companion, being a CNA. You know what I'm saying? Doing something else. So she's losing hope, and she's here in our country. Let's continue on.
Para llegar a otro país donde aquí me han dicho tu profesión es nada.
Yeah, your license doesn't mean anything here. However, you can learn to be a CNA and you can continue on. Like, it's other things that you can do. I don't know what this lady thought that her nursing degree would transfer over here to America. No, lady, you thought wrong. Again, like all of these migrants coming over here thinking that life is going to be better over here. A lot of times, no, it's not. And they will clearly see that. It may be better than what they were used to, but you're still going to have struggles. This is not, the promised land. You feel what I'm saying? So let's continue on because these people irritate, like for real, irritate my soul.
Eso no sirve hasta que no tengas papel.
Yeah, until you have your papers. So that means that you have to learn all of the things when it comes to America. People that do their citizenship, it says they had to read all this stuff, learn about the American culture and things like that. No, lady, you don't get a pass. And so you should not be complaining. You should be trying to, learn the culture, learn about America, and learn the ways of being a citizen here if you want to have a life here. And that's where I feel like they have been deceived. Let's continue.
Y es duro. Claro, yo me vine dispuesta aquí a darle un futuro mejor a mis hijas, a mis nietos. Y a mis 44 años, te lo digo, todavía tengo ganas de seguir luchando.
Wow, she's the same age as me. She looks older than 44 years old. I'm just saying. So she must have had a stressful life. And she's saying she has a grandchildren, and I don't know if this is her grandchild, if this is her daughter. I'm not really sure. But she is complaining about her circumstances here in America when her circumstances was way worse in Venezuela. I don't want to hear any more about her story. Let's go to something else because I'm not saying I'm the only one that feels like this because it's other countries, they're doing things where they're deporting. Now we heard about the Haitian migrants over here in America, but isn't it ironic that Dominican Republic is doing this? Let's go to this video. They said that they are
decrying the international community's slowness in restoring security.
They said that Dominican Republic says we'll deport 10,000 undocumented Haitians a week. Okay? So what is really going on? A week, honey? But we ain't deporting nobody here. We're just saying, come on over. Come on over for the TPS, the Temporary Protective Service, and also the CP, CP? I got a video of it. I think it's CPB. I'm going to expose that in my next video. I have two. Well, let me write this down because it seems like it's so much I'm going to be exposing. So we got the CPB video. I'm going to be doing that. What was the other one I just said? I can't even remember, y'all. When I edit the video, I know what I said. And so they said they will be deporting. Let's listen to this, because why aren't we feeling like this? And also they built a wall. I'm going to show you that too. And they're right next to Haiti. So why y'all don't want these Haitians in here? Like I said, I don't have nothing against Haitians, but I do have a problem when they're doing voodoo, when they are doing demonic rituals in the United States, which we need to pray over that more than ever, because more demonic spirits and more demonic things are being released into our land. So we need to really cover ourselves under the blood and come against these demonic forces in this in this earthly realm and also in the spirit realm. Well, let's continue on.
Haiti, a government spokesperson for the president of the Dominican Republic, announced plans to immediately begin deporting 10,000 undocumented migrants per week.
This operation aims to reduce the excessive migrant population detected in Dominican communities, and it will be carried out under strict protocols that ensure respect for the human rights and dignity of the repatriated.
The decision will concern thousands of Haitian migrants who have sought safety across the border from the extreme gang violence and poverty that has overwhelmed their country. The Dominican government also says it intends to step up border surveillance and control by deploying more staff and specialized equipment, including cameras and drones.
Now, why don't we have that here in America? We're supposed to be the greatest superpower in the world, but these people in Dominican Republic, they said they're going to have drones over the borders. They're going to have cameras over the borders. Why aren't we doing this? I don't understand what the problem is. And this is a worldwide, pretty much, I'll say, the westernized countries are the ones that have these open border policies and stuff like that coming from the EU. And in Poland, I'm going to show you that video, what they're doing. They're not playing around. They'll kill you. Let's continue on.
According to the country's president, Luis Abinader, the decision is justified. He believes the UN-backed Kenya-led multinational security mission is not enough to reduce the number of people heading to his country.
This is why we have warned the United Nations. Either they and all the countries that have committed themselves to helping Haiti will act responsibly there, or we will act responsibly in the Dominican Republic. These actions have already begun today and will continue.
The Dominican Republic already has a strict stance on migration. Since coming into power in 2020, Abinader has stepped up the number of deportations of illegal immigrants.
Well, you heard that. In 2020, they got stricter on the migrants. They got a great leader, sounds like it to me, as opposed to us. We got the scum of the earth, disgusting, vile leadership I've ever seen in my 44 years of living. So that's ironic. He's going stricter with the border, and we're being more lenient with criminals coming into our country. What's the real reason? To destroy the United States of America from the inside out. But let's continue on.
And increased police presence at the border. A 164-kilometre wall has also been built and is due to be extended even further. And more than 200,000 undocumented Haitians were forcibly returned to Haiti last year, according to the UN's International Organization for Migration, a number that could now double.
Yes, I regret moving to the U.S.
Hold on, that's my other one. So, this is my whole thing. Instead of getting all of these Haitian migrants and these people, why, if we're such a superpower, why haven't we built up Haiti? Because they wanted to revolt from the colonization. So we, as a society of the United States, we're going to keep on treating that country like that because they didn't want to be colonized. No, we need to go in there, clean up everything. They have a new president. If you didn't see, he looks like a fumbling fool. I'm sorry to say. I might throw the video in there of him drinking the water and it's spilling out his mouth. I'm gonna have to show y'all. He's just seems like a head of lettuce, like Comrade Hearst. Just idiotic. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. So why aren't we building that up the same way we build things up in the Middle East and stuff like that, and make it more not really Americanized, but clean it up, put more buildings out there, put more opportunities out there, so they don't have to want to leave their country. That's what I'm thinking that should have been done. Get rid of all these gangs that's there, clean it up and things like that. But who am I? Just a regular citizen of the United States of America. I'm nobody. But okay, so this is another Venezuelan person. She's pregnant, so she's gonna be talking about she regret coming to America as well. And then I go into another video showing what Poland is gonna do.
4 months ago, this 19-year-old Venezuelan migrant arrived in Washington on one of the initial 120 buses sent by Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott. Abbott launched the program in April to protest Democrat President Joe Biden's immigration policies. He chartered buses to send recently arrived migrants from the southern border to Washington. Another Republican governor, Arizona's Doug Ducey, followed Abbott's lead. In May, he also began sending migrants to the nation's capital. At the D.C. bus station back in April, Rosa, which is not her real name, told VOA about her plans.
Work, start fulfilling my dreams, my goals that I have here.
Rosa and her partner's journey to reach the United States was difficult. 4 times during their migration, Rosa thought she was going to lose her baby. The couple crossed the mountainous and dangerous Darien Gap jungle in Colombia, and then 9 countries to face a complex immigration process in the United States.
It's not what I thought. The lawyer charges you $10,000 to work with you on an asylum case.
So you hear that? It's not what I thought. They charge you $10,000 for an asylum case. Ain't nothing free here, sir, in America. That's the problem. Y'all think that y'all can just come over here, get citizenship for free. Are y'all delusional? Are y'all smart? Are these people that's coming over here, do they have a brain? You feel what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. And it sounds like they don't know what's really going on. Yes, you have to pay. And nothing is free in life. And, I guess maybe they have lied to them when they, their friends or something, or their family might have lied to them. I don't know. But no, you have to pay for everything that you try to get here. Let's continue. Unless you're a TBS or I guess because they're getting $5,000 here and they're getting money here and housing and stuff like that, they must think that everything is free. But let's continue on.
10 years to be able to leave the country. I don't have a passport. If you don't have a passport here, you're nobody.
The couple says they are battling.
Yes, you need ID, sir. We need to know who you are, and you need some type of ID. These people, I swear. Let's continue.
A legal system they were not prepared to face.
Yes, I regret having come to the United States. Everyone thinks that once you arrive in the country, you will see buildings like the ones in New York City.
While some migrants might regret their migration decision, Border Patrol officers say they encountered 207,416 migrants along the southwest border, a 14% drop from May. Of those, 92,274 people were immediately expelled from the United States under a health order named Title 42.
They think this is the American dream, but it's a dream that, in reality, if something were to happen to me here, this dream was not worth it.
Rosa and her partner are required to check in weekly with U.S. immigration officials through a smartphone application. They hope to apply for asylum. In the meantime,
you hear that? That app that Walsh and JD Vance was talking about, the app where JD Vance brought it up about the app. And they have to check in every week with the app and all of this stuff. And she's saying that she died here. Like, lady, the people that are coming over here, not saying you will lose your life, but a lot of United States citizens, they have lost their lives. They have been raped. Lincoln Riley, and all the rest of them. And I have some videos that I'm going to be exposing the Haitian migrants. They've even killed. We always unalived. Unalived. We even seen them, and I'm not seeing a lot of stories being exposed about these Haitians in Boston that unalived and fondled with children and things like that. So I'm going to be exposing that as well. So it's not just the Venezuelans, the Honduras, it's all of them. Not saying everybody is bad, but we've already seen how many people are coming over here that are not good and they don't have good intentions. But let's continue on.
They await the birth of their daughter. For VOA News, I'm Malini Barros.
And, good for her, but the way that I feel, they can all leave. But let's continue on. So this one here, let's go to this one. I'll go to this one right here.
Michał Bura of the Polish border guard keeps watch on the frontier with Belarus.
A few years ago, this paved road led straight into Belarus.
Now it's closed. As an external border of the EU, it has to be secured against illegal immigration, among other things. Bura and his fellow border guards patrol for migrants waiting for their chance to enter the EU via the forest on the Belarusian side.
Seen anyone suspicious?
No, it's quiet, only locals.
Good, let's hope it stays that way.
The Polish government describes illegal migration as hybrid warfare. It has accused Belarus and Russia of deliberately funneling migrants from Asia and Africa to the Polish border as a way of pressuring the West. Nearly all of them have Russian visas. A new migration route has taken shape here. Poland's previous government, headed by the Law and Justice Party, installed a barrier along some 180 kilometers of the border. Even so, the Polish border guard has recorded over 20,000 attempted illegal crossings so far this year, many more than the year before.
Since April, the number of attempts has risen to several hundred per day, and the attempts have become increasingly aggressive. Our officers and soldiers have been injured. Our vehicles and equipment have been damaged, and ultimately a tragedy occurred. One of our own was killed.
Border guards are
Did you hear that? These people that are coming over here, they killed one of the border patrols. Let's continue on. This is ridiculous. And this is in Poland. That's going on. Again, I told you the European countries, the West.
Increasingly being attacked through the barrier. In early June, a Polish soldier died of stab wounds inflicted by a makeshift spear.
Now, how evil do you have to be to make some type of weapon like that, but you're trying to come into somebody else's country? You see what I'm saying? These people are not good people, man. And I just want people to realize that. Now, the women, they might be. I'm not being biased. I'm not sure. But I know these men, a lot of them, we see. They come in here and come into our countries to make chaos. But let's continue on.
The Polish government under Donald Tusk announced it would reactivate a buffer zone up to 2 kilometers wide in some areas along the border. Nobody can enter without permission.
These are not refugees. Fewer and fewer of them are families in need of assistance. In 80% of cases, we are dealing with organized groups of young men aged 18 to 30 who are very violent.
Now, didn't I just say that? These very few of these people that are coming over to our country, going over to Poland, going over to DR, they are not people that's looking for refugees. They are not looking for some type of protection. They are men from 18 to 30. And also, if y'all didn't know, it was so much violence going on over in the UK with the protests and stuff with the migrants. That's another video for another day, man. This migrant thing, it's a big issue that has not been exposed and not being talked about enough because we're being distracted by other things. In Poland, here goes right here is a little bit. Well, I'm going to go to this one right here because, Mexico has a new president and she's a woman.
Mexico's new president, Claudia Sheinbaum, has promised tough action against those responsible for the killing of 6 migrants earlier this week. A group of soldiers opened fire on a truck in the southern state of Chiapas, killing 6 migrants and wounding 10. It happened on a common trafficking route for people trying to reach the US border. The soldiers claim they heard explosions and opened fire after the truck failed to stop at a military patrol.
Now, did you just hear that? They failed to stop. What did they think was going to happen if they were not going to stop at the routine check? Now, this president, she is trying to investigate and see if the border patrol people, the army people, soldiers, did they do something wrong? No, they did not do nothing wrong because the migrants did not stop. And you can read the comments where people are saying she just got signed in to be the president on October the 1st. So she's been in office how many days? She's been in office 5 days. And she's already talking about these migrants. We're going to see what happened. No, they should have stopped. If they wanted their lives, they should have stopped. And then they're trying to come to the U.S. Illegally. So praise God that we have 6 less people coming into our country right now. Sorry that they're dead. Sorry for their families of their loss, but it is what it is. So let's continue on.
And here is the president speaking about the incident.
This is first and foremost a regrettable incident that must be investigated and punished.
Did you hear that? She said she's going to punish these soldiers because the migrants did not stop. Lady, come again? She going to be a problem. I'm going to tell you that right now. This lady here, she is going to be a problem. But let's go ahead. Because, see, what we do as women, we operate off of emotion. It's not the order of God, man. Man is supposed to lead. We are helpers. Yes, we are the ones that can help a man get to where he got to go. We're on the side, not behind, not in front. We're beside him. We are the helpers. That is the order of how it is. The creator, man, woman. This is out of order, and it's going to be more issues gonna come about with this Mexican president. And I don't care if y'all don't agree with me. It is the order of God. And that's just what it is. This Mexican president and country, they're out of order. And they're going to see way more issues happen. But let's continue on.
The soldiers who fired the shots have already been handed over to the Attorney General's office, and the Attorney General must now investigate the events and establish whether the commanders also bear responsibility or only the soldiers who fired the shots.
All right, let's get more on this from journalist Andalusia K. Soloff, who joins us from Mexico City. Thanks for joining us on DW News. So tell us more about the investigation into this tragic incident.
Well, it is a positive step that the new president, Claudia Sheinbaum, on her second day in office, said that she will look into it. She did not immediately try to blame the migrants. She said not only will they investigate the soldiers, but also to see if any of the commanders were involved. This is that she has continued with López Obrador's morning.
Now you heard that. She's talking about this is a positive thing. This is not a positive thing. No, that's not positive because they should have stopped. If they wanted their lives, they should have stopped. You know, so I don't agree with that. Okay, let's go to this right here in our hometown, in our home country.
Let's bring in Terrell County Sheriff, Texas Sheriff, and retired Border Patrol Agent Thaddeus Cleveland, along with Arizona rancher Tyler Klump. Gentlemen, thank you both for coming on. Sheriff, to you first. You look at those numbers, 400,000 convicted criminals we have allowed in this country. It is mind-boggling, Sheriff.
Howdy, Tracy, it's great to be back with you. And, you know, I may surprise you, but those numbers are going to be a lot higher. That's just what we know on our own databases here in the United States. We still don't know who else has come in of the millions, the tens of millions of illegal aliens that have come in the last 3.5 years. There's going to be a lot more of those identifiable criminals that are rapists, murderers, you name it. There's certainly a lot more. And to the point about President Trump, what he said, you know, 4 years ago on the campaign trail, he was exactly right. And when it comes to the immigration problem and the border security problem, he has been right each time. Look, this problem has been going on, and he actually faced it and solved it with policies that worked at the White House.
And nobody knows the problem better than the man to your left, Sheriff. That is Tyler Klump, because, Mr. Klump, you have seen this firsthand. It has hurt your...
Again, like I said, where are all of these men's wives, girlfriends, baby mamas, children? You don't see them. These men are coming over to the United States to rape. I don't want my video to be flagged. To harm, pillage, and do all the things to us innocent women and men. Men that can't defend themselves, young boys, young, beautiful women, to hurt them, to harm them. But let's continue on, because this is, I'm telling you, this is my main issue, and after that is the inflation. That's my second issue. But this is my main issue, because I don't feel safe in my country.
your livelihood. Explain to us what happened and how it's hurt you.
Well, Trace, it's my livelihood to raise cattle in Arizona. I've done it for 150 years, my family and I have, and we intend to do it longer than that. But there's things out there like, not that amount of people can't come across any place and not leave a trail of trash and destruction behind them. My cattle come along, eat the trash, get plugged up. It gets plugged up in their intestines. They die from it. I've probably lost 20 heads over the years, and that's a really hard thing to recover from. It's a lot for my family to recover from. So, yeah, it's just lost revenue that I'll never get again.
That's exactly right. And we feel bad for you, Tyler, because that really is kind of a shame. Here's a former Chicago gang member, Sheriff, talking about Tren de Aragua, the Venezuelan gang. He said this.
What kind of guns?
Semi-automatics, anything you name. You're going to see it on the street. These boys got so many big guns that if they're 150 pounds, the gun is bigger than them. They come from the gangland. They come from rougher gangs than us.
Former gang member, he knows gangs, he knows guns, and he also knows that Tren de Aragua is spreading across this country, Sheriff.
It certainly is, and this is exactly what we've been saying for the last 30
years. Yeah, these people that are coming over here, they come from way worse environments, way worse living, quarters and things like that. And it makes sense that they would be rougher than us. The same way, like, President Trump says, these gangs make our gangs look, nice. and that's really, really true for real, because the things that I've seen stuffing women in drain pipes, baby, what? That is evil to the core. Evil to the core, y'all. But let's continue on.
2.5 years. Myself, Rodney Scott, Chris Clem, others that you've had on your show, Trace, we've been telling Americans that it's not just a border problem. It's a problem that's going to affect the rest of the United States. And I'd like to add that, Trace, of my 26 years, I spent 10 years down in southern Arizona. I spent 5 years where Mr. Club's from, down in Cochise County. And, Arizona has suffered through this problem for many years. Yes, they've added more infrastructure, such as roads, fencing, lighting. They've added technology and manpower, but it continues to be a hot spot for those looking to cross our borders illegally.
Yeah, I think we talked about this, Sheriff. I started my career in Yuma, Arizona, along that very same border, the very same problems, and the fix didn't come along for a very long time. And I want to know, Tyler, what you think when you hear Kamala Harris say things like, oh, this is manufactured, this border crisis, like she was saying, and now all of a sudden she takes it seriously because she wants the top job.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. It's like a slap in the face because we see it with our own two eyes and we're expected to believe something out of her mouth that we can see is a lie right in front of our eyes every day. We live it every day.
Yeah, she's a liar. She definitely has to be the daughter of Satan himself, because the Bible tells us that Satan is the father of lies, the deceiver. There is no good in him. There is no light in them. And we know that all of those demon rats, what they do, sacrifice the children to Moloch with the unaliving of the babies. But see, a lot of people, they don't know because they don't read the Old Testament of the Bible. They only go to the New Testament. But I'm going to continue on because I don't want to get into a rant. And then I'm going to show y'all one more thing. I think we're done with this. We're good. We know what's going on, those that are not in their slumber. So I wanted to show you, let me see. I was going to do the video about the polling doing the, unaliving, but I think we'll just do this one. I don't know if y'all saw this video here, but you just saw the Poland border. Where are our people? So this is a United States citizen. Where are our border patrol people? Why is no one patrolling this border? This is happening last week, not even just a couple of days. Because when I seen the video, I was like, what? This happened 9 days ago. This is his real page. His name is Jeff Rainforth. His page is Rainforth Report, and you're gonna see him doing what needs to be done. But why isn't the military, army, border patrol, somebody doing their job? Why is nobody at this border? Continue. I'm gonna show you. Look at him. Bastards, because that's what I call them, the bastards. How you think that you're gonna just come over our country and do that? Come the right way. It's disgusting. Now you don't have your bag. Look at her.
Hey, get the fuck back.
That's right.
You see this? Get back. Get back.
We're sick of it. They're just taking advantage.
Get down.
And he's throwing rocks.
You ain't coming. No. No. Get the fuck down. Get the.
And that wall, it needs to have some spikes at the top. I'm sorry. For them, it needs to be, the wall is nice, but we need to put some spikes at the top. I would say like a shock thing, like kind of like how the prisons have. No, they don't need to do this. It's like, it's bothering my soul so much, man. It almost had me to have a hateful spirit. And I know we shouldn't be like that, but I don't want these people in our country that are not coming for the right reasons, man. And, you know, I ask God to take that spirit away from me, man. But when you hurt harmless people, I don't have no love for you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't have no love for you. You hurt harmless people. They're people that were just minding their own business. Y'all don't need to be here, man. Come in the right way. Get on a plane and come in the right way. That's how you know, like, no. And he's fed up. I'm fed up. I don't know if y'all fed up. Comment below if y'all are fed up. Comment below if y'all feel the same way I feel. Pray for me. I pray for you that we do not have to feel this hatred in our souls for this situation, man. It's bringing the ugly out of us, but I don't want this. Especially when you start hearing all the people that have been unalived and been raped. Okay, I'll say great. And, you know, it is hurtful in my soul, man. We're sick and tired, man. Make sure that y'all like this video. Make sure that y'all thumbs up, share, and let's just continue on. And I'm going to be ending after this.
Fuck down. Right now. Get down. Get down. No. Get down. Get down. Get down. Not today.
And then you see how disrespectful he is. He's gonna try to like destroy. He's so mad. He's gonna try to like beat up the metal wall. Like, you wicked people. You'll see it. Okay, get your bag and get the hell out.
We got SEAL teams right here in the bushes. SEAL team guys with.
I think he's lying. He's saying that they had SEAL team in the bushes. I don't even see no bushes. I think that he's lying. That would be a good idea though, if that is really happening. But I doubt it. I don't know. You know. But let's continue on. And this is in Arizona that this is happening. This is the Arizona border, I think.
Right here in the bushes. Over there. Hey, you're making money.
What am I doing, you all right?
Did you see what just happened? We stopped an invasion on our own right here today. 20, 30, 40.
And he is not border patrol, y'all. He don't have no shoes on. He's a regular man. Looking like, you know, he just out there somewhere. I don't know why he out there. I don't know what he doing, but yeah, he did a damn good job, and he needs to be recognized for doing the job of the border patrol. I'm sorry. And Kamala Harris and her regime.
Right. Yeah, right. Yep.
Hey,
amen.
If we had, if we,
You heard him just saying, where's border patrol? Where is border patrol? Are they MIA just like Comrade and Sleepy Biden. Come on now. This is ridiculous.
We had 40, 20, 30 people here and come over every day. This would never happen.
We need to man
We catch them right in the middle and just go.
They shouldn't have to do that. They are not the people that is assigned to that. You know, this is the crazy part about it. Where are the border patrol? Why is no one manning these walls? It's just like open season. It's ridiculous.
Can't do it no more. Right. Yeah. That's it. Game over. Yep. Right. Don't tread on us. Yep. Right. We're tired of it.
Right. This is every day for the last year and a half.
Yeah. And you just keep doing it.
And you hear that? That has been going on in this area of this part of the border for a year and a half. Yes, we're tired. Yes, we're tired. We're tired of hearing about all of our citizens, all of the young, beautiful women being unalived, being raped, being stuffed in drain pipes, man. It is heartbreaking. We're tired, man. Y'all, make sure that y'all comment below. I love y'all so much. Let's continue to pray for one another. Let's continue to cry out to our Creator, Heavenly Father, to heal our land, man, to turn these situations around, to help the migrants as well in their own country, though, or to help them to be able to come over, those that have good intentions, the correct way. We can't do this no more. We don't have the capacity. We see what done happened with Hurricane Helene. We don't have money for our own people. They don't have money for more catastrophes that could happen. This is ridiculous. But we're the superpower of the world. Please. That's a fake news. That's a fake lie. All of it is fake. And I'm sick of living in a facade of a world. I love y'all so much. Love y'all.